You may have thought about taking Aikido or any martial art for that matter, but you might find it intimidating to walk into a dojo where you don't know how things work, you've never been involved with it, you're not sure, you're breaking into an existing group of people, so it is quite intimidating. But I will tell you this, anybody who practices Aikido, and certainly anybody who teaches Aikido, welcomes new members. We consider Aikido to be an invention of human genius that we want to share with the world. So we're delighted whenever somebody else comes in and wants to learn Aikido, we're delighted to help them practice. So we've developed a short video that just demonstrates what it's like coming to your first class in an Aikido dojo, what you can expect. And we'll go through, as we go through the different stages, I'll explain what you need to be prepared for.
Courage is not the absence of fear. It's overcoming your fear. So your coming into your first Aikido class is a demonstration of your courage. When you come into the dojo, following Japanese tradition, you take off your outdoor shoes and put on some sandals. So it would be useful for you to bring sandals with you to your first class. Aikido dojos are located in any number of places. It could be church basements, could be strip malls, could be storefronts. Our dojo is in a school, in the school gym. It's a big, brightly lit space that we really enjoy. And first thing to do is to meet with the sensei and introduce yourself, and he will have you sign a few forms just so that we can be in contact with you. And then you change from your street clothes into your athletic wear. We recommend that you wear long pants, either sweatpants or tights, and long sleeved shirt, and that will avoid your skin coming into friction with the mats as you are practicing your rolls. We practice barefoot so as not to slip on the mat, and then in the Japanese tradition we line up before class according to rank with black belts on one side and junior belts on the other side. The class starts with 2 bows, one to a sensei for having invented Aikido, and another to each other as a sign of respect prior to practice.
And then I will say Ray again and we bow to each other. Again, sign of respect, and then we start the class. Okay? Ray.
The class starts with a warm-up, and the warm-up has several purposes. Well, in the first place, you warm up your muscles, as the name says, because a warm muscle is less likely to be injured. We also try to increase our flexibility during the warm-up by doing some stretches, and so we try to warm up just about the major muscles in the body, starting from the neck all the way down, shoulders and hips and knees, etc. And the warm-up is also an opportunity for self-hypnosis. That is, you're forgetting what happened to you during the day and you're focusing on what you will do on the mats. It's also a time for breathing and for finding your center and just quieting down your brain and focusing on a physical activity. And again, the warm-up continues. There will be different exercises. The warm-up takes about 10 to 15 minutes. And one of the stretches that we do is to our wrist, because several Aikido techniques, several immobilization techniques, have to do with the wrist lock, sorry. So we want to have limber wrists. So if you're practicing Aikido, you're not going to suffer from carpal tunnel syndrome. After the warm-up is a series of rolls. We practice rolls extensively in Aikido. The practice of Aikido involves throwing your partner on the ground or your partner throwing you on the ground. So you're falling down all the time, and so it's very important that you learn how to fall without hurting yourself. And there are some brilliant Aikido techniques to do this. So we do forward rolls, we do backward rolls. When the teacher demonstrates a technique, everybody goes to the edge of the mat, watches the technique that's being demonstrated. That's also a time to catch your breath because you've been going at it intensively for the last few minutes, so now you can sit back and relax, watch the demonstration. And then you're back at it. Footwork is very important in Aikido. Footwork is one of the foundations of Aikido. It allows you to keep your balance as you are taking away your opponent's balance. And finally, at the end of the class, you'll get to practice a couple of basic techniques. You'll be demonstrated a couple of basic techniques to neutralize an attack, and just to demonstrate to you how powerful Aikido is. At the end of the class, everybody lines up as at the beginning, with black belts on one side and then the junior belts on the other side. And again, there are 2 bows. One bow to Aikido to thank him for Sensei to thank him for having invented Aikido. And the other bow to each other as a sign of thank you and respect for each other. And that is an Aikido class. Welcome to Aikido.